So, as you guys seen in the team page, we had a very special guest speaker tonight. Angie Beasley was going to talk to us about organization. So the universe kind of worked against us and was not in our favor. First thing that happened was I first told her or asked her to speak on the team call on Wednesday the 20th. So she planned for Wednesday, even though tonight's the 20th, right? And then when I told her today, I was like, I'm so excited to see you tonight. My team is super pumped, and we all need help with organization, so this is going to be great. And she's like, I'm so excited to talk tonight too. And then an hour and a half ago, she messages me. She's like, oh my gosh, we're talking about tonight. I thought I was speaking tomorrow. And we went back in our conversation, and turns out that I did say Wednesday the 20th. So she's like, okay, you know what? I'll figure it out. So her husband was going to come home, or her husband was going to watch the kids while she did our guest speaking. Well, turns out she ended up locking her keys in the car with the kids' car seats in there, and he can't leave his work, and it's just been a big mess. And I'm like, here I was like, I'm sorry. And then she's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, you know what? The universe is working against us tonight. It's okay. We can shake it off. My team is very flexible. They'll forgive hanging out with me for one more night, and hopefully next week we can work it out. But tonight, you guys just have me, so I hope that's good enough for you guys to hang out with for a little bit. I wanted to touch on a few things tonight that I know a lot of people, pre-birthday party, right? I wanted to touch on some very important topics that I know a lot of coaches are struggling with right now. And so I have my little notes right here. I want to kind of make this quick because the topic that I'm talking about tonight is work-based, and I want this to give you guys a little bit of momentum and motivation where whatever happened today, you can leave it where it was and just move forward. And maybe you have time, a half an hour tonight or an hour or whatever, to work after this. So that's why I want to make it kind of short. I'm going to go ahead and everybody. If you guys have any questions, feel free to use the chat box at any time. All right. Okay. Feel free to use the chat box at any time. Go ahead and post a question out there. And just to let you know, if you've never posted a question before, or if this is your first time on Zoom, everyone is super nice. No one is going to bite you if you have a question. So don't be scared, because I promise you guys, if you have a question, chances are there's going to be at least a handful of other coaches that have the same question or have the same struggle. So don't be afraid, or you can even come on at the end and unmute yourself and ask. Okay. So first things first, I think that something is very crucial that we need to start doing is realizing the value in ourselves, really, truly believing in ourselves and who we are, exactly where we are at. It like really aches me to the core when I hear, oh my gosh, I can't take myself seriously in those. It really aches me to the core when I hear coaches say that they can't be a good coach because they're nowhere near their weight, or because they don't have a big transformation, or because they still struggle with nutrition, or because they have bad days, or they have lack of self-esteem, or, maybe they skip a workout every other day. And it kills me, because I was there at one point in time. I was there in the beginning of my coaching journey. And I thought no one would want to join forces with someone that was inconsistent in their own life, right? And we get that back in the back of our heads, and we're like, I'm not fit to be a coach because I can't even motivate myself. How can I motivate someone else, right? Has anyone else felt that way? It sucks. And the thing of it is you have to realize you are amazing. Every day you do the best you can. Whether or not you worked out today, you did your best. Maybe you had a headache. Maybe Aunt Flo came in town and she sucker punched you in the gut and you just couldn't work out. Maybe your life is falling apart. Maybe today was an emotional day. Whatever it was, you did the best you could. And we need to learn to forgive ourselves and do self-compassion, or practice self-compassion, because I honestly think we're too hard on ourselves. What we do is we criticize the stuff that we don't get done. We could critique everything about ourselves. Is that post good enough? Do I look good enough in these pants? Did I send the perfect invite? It's not about perfection, guys. We don't have to look perfect. We don't have to act perfect. We don't have to have a perfect story. You are perfectly imperfect the way you are, and you have to truly know that. No matter what happens today, you have to realize you did your best. Everything behind today, you have no control over the past. Anything that happened yesterday, last year, 10 years ago, leave that behind you. And I'm only saying because Ashley's kiddos is right there. I see them front and center, and I'm ear muffin time, right? So you have to leave that stuff behind you. And it's really hard. I am the first person to tell you that it's really hard to let stuff go, especially when it has affected you so much. It's like that ongoing process that beats you, right? So like if you're told something over and over again, it's like this thing that gets sucked in your subconscious, like I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And it's hard to get past that. But that's when you need to really sink into personal development. You need to really reach out to people that love and care about you, your team, your coaches, your family. These are the people that count on you to come to them when you're having a rough time. None of us are going to skate through life thinking it's like all rainbows and butterflies. Yes, that would be great, but that's not reality. So when we have a rough day, reach out. We are a community. We help each other. We support each other. So if you're having a rough time, reach out. Never, ever be afraid. Even if you don't know anybody besides your upline or besides me or whoever, just reach out. Don't be afraid, because look at all these amazing faces on here. Everyone is loving and kind. Look at like half of them smile. They're like, hey. Everybody is loving and kind. And, you know, we've all been there. We've all had bad days. We've all had rough moments. But the thing of it is, we need to learn how to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and get back on the horse, right? Because if we keep beating ourselves up, we're just going to beat ourselves down even further and further, and that's not going to get us anywhere. So what we need to do is say, you know what? So what if I half-assed my workout today? Tomorrow I'm going to try even better, because I did the best I could today. But however, I did get my Shakeology in, or I did eat all my veggies, or I did drink all my water. You have to, like, it's kind of like talking to your kids. You know, you talk about the successes that they do more than the things that they need to work on, right? To build up their confidence. Like if they're really bad at spelling, or they have a really hard time putting dishes in the sink or whatever, be like, I'm so proud of you today. You did a great job tying your shoes. Or you put your shoes where they go and you hung your coat up. That's so great. Well, we need to do that to ourselves, because 99% of us are moms. 99% of us know what it's like to talk to our children and encourage good behavior instead of focus on bad behavior, right? So it's kind of what we need to do to ourselves. Okay, that's first and foremost. Always, yes, they repeat with encouragement. So do we, right? So do we. If we talk to ourselves lovingly, what's going to happen? We're going to be happier. We're going to believe in ourselves a lot more. We're going to carry ourselves a lot higher, right? And we're only going to hang out with people that do the same thing with us, because we're like, hey, wait, I don't talk to myself like that. Don't you talk to me like, see, I got a little like Shaniqua here. Hey. Okay. So know your value. Know what you guys have to offer. You don't have to be a coach for a year. You don't have to be a coach that lost 100 pounds. You are someone amazing. Not a lot of people have this gift. Do you guys understand this? There's not a lot of people in this world that are selfless, that will literally work for an hour straight messaging people without getting anything in return or hoping to get anything in return. You guys are here because you guys want to change lives. You know what it's like to be at your deepest, darkest moment, and you were so unhappy that you decided to make a change, whether it was financial, physical, emotional, or all of the above. You decided to make that change. And so here now, every time. Here you are now. Oh my gosh. Shh. I'm going to pull it out of this wall. This is the only time I hate having a house phone. Anyways, so here you are. You are helping people. You are being selfless. You are reaching out. You are sharing your story. You are being vulnerable, right? Because we all know that's hard as F. You're sharing your story. You're being raw. You're being open. You're inviting people, not knowing what they're going to say or how they're going to judge you or how they're going to critique you. But you're doing it because you're selfless, because you don't want someone to feel the same way you once felt. Am I right? And there's not a lot of people out there like that. Yes, there's over 400,000 Beachbody coaches. Not all of them are working. Not all of them use their heart. Not all of them are you. You have something very special to offer. You have something very valuable that other people need. And you will not know that unless you get out there and show up. Okay? Know your value, know your worth. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful. I know it's hard when we compare our pictures. You know, how many of us have compared our day 1 pictures to our day 30 or our first week or second week or whatever, and we're like, I don't see anything. And then everyone else is like, oh no, girl, I see you look great. You look great. But in our head, we're like, oh, I don't see anything. It's because we're our own worst critic. And we have been so used to devaluing, is that a word? Not valuing, anyways, ourselves for so long that we only see what our mind has been told over and over and over again. So know your value, know your worth. Write on Post-its every single day, or view your Post-its every single day of things that you should be telling yourself. I believe in myself. I deserve happiness. I am wonderful, beautiful, confident, strong, fit, healthy, all of the above. Write that stuff down. Look at Caitlin. Oh, Caitlin's drawing me a picture. Thank you. Write that stuff down and stick it everywhere. Know your value. Because when you are talking confident about yourself and what you have to offer, whether it's a free clean eating group, whether it's a challenge group, coaching opportunity, whatever, people want to join you because you know your value, you're confident, and it makes you feel confident when it comes to talking to them. So know your value. When it comes to building your business, a lot of us first off, a lot of us overcomplicate things, right? We think that we need to perfect this perfect potion for an invite, or we need to perfect this perfect post or whatever, or a new training or something. We overcomplicate things. And the way of it is, you guys, I've helped the people I help every single month because I stick with the basics. Every single day, I'm sticking with the basics. I'm not doing anything that's crazy. I'm not like sitting here in the back of my office like, oh, what can I do today? And then like not share it with you. Like there's no fairy dust that I'm sprinkling on my business to get me to where I am. I'm sticking with the basics. I'm not focusing on, I'm not making some secret sauce in my kitchen. I'm sticking with the basics every single day and I'm being consistent about it. But one of the things that I'm doing is when it comes to making Success Club, when it comes to building rank, when it comes to whatever, I don't focus on the number. I focus on people. How can I offer help to someone? Every conversation I go in, I am not thinking, I'm going to sell this person a challenge pack. This person's going to be my next coach. I am thinking, what do I have to offer to help this person? What do I have to offer to improve this person's life? I guarantee you, if you change your mindset from going, I need to make Success Club, I'm going into a conversation right now, to how can I change this person's life? Your conversation will be completely different. First off, your confidence is going to be a lot different. The way you handle certain situations and certain objections and stuff is going to go completely different. Because for one, if they give you a money objection or whatever, you're not going to be pushy because you're not like, oh, I need to make Success Club. You're going to be relatable. You're going to be kind. You're going to be supportive and showing sympathy and things like that, because we've all been there. And you're helping them as a person, not because you want to make a number, not because you want to make Success Club, but because you want to have something to offer them. So when you look at Success Club, say it's your non-negotiable. Say making Success Club every month is a non-negotiable. Well, instead of saying, I'm going to make Success Club every single month as my non-negotiable, say, I'm going to help 3 people change their lives. 3 people. That is not a lot of people, guys. We get so focused on it being scary. I don't know 3 people that want to change their lives. I don't know 1 person that wants to change their lives. I hear that so much. But the thing of it is, you will never know unless you get out there and ask. You'll be surprised of how many people actually wait for you to come to them. It's shocking when people say, oh my gosh, you'll never guess. I asked my personal trainer. I was so terrified to ask him. And they've been wanting Shakeology for 6 months. What? Why haven't you talked to her 6 months ago? I was scared. I didn't think that she wanted to drink the Kool-Aid or whatever. You never know unless you ask. And this leads me to inviting. This is everyone's like crutch. No. This is not everyone's crutch. This is everyone's knife in the gut because everyone is terrified to invite. Everyone is scared to put an opportunity that is like this in front of people. Why? Why is it scary? Like I'm for the first year, yeah, I did a horrible job inviting, I'll be honest. It wasn't my best. But now that I know how to invite, and I've taught you guys, and I teach you guys all the time, I try to put my mindset back to when I was a new coach, or even when I was a coach into a year. And I think I only invited because I was taught to build to diamond. I was taught to build for rank, right? But now I look at it and I'm like, no, I'm picky. And I teach you guys to be picky on who you invite to your team, right? I don't say add your cousin and his cousin and his cousin and have a team of cousins. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to get you guys to do is build a team that you're proud of having, that you actually want to hang out with every Tuesday, at least. And to be proud and have this integrity and this unity and this bond with each other. But the only way you're going to do that is if you get out there and you put this opportunity in front of them. Okay. And I'm telling you, it's very scary because first off, people are scared. We are scared for whatever reason. So we've all been a challenger and we know what it's like. Maybe you signed up as a coach the same time you did a challenge, but bear with me here. So you get the 21-day fix or Shakeology or Country Heat or whatever program you signed up with, right? You cannot stop shutting up about it, right? Like you're so excited when it lands on your doorstep. You're like, yes, Christmas in July. It's the best day ever. You post it on social media. No one tells you to do that. You do it on yourself. You can't stop talking about how yummy Shakeology is or how fun Country Heat is or your sexy muscles when you're doing 21-day fix or Les Mills pump or whatever. You can't shut up about it. But then you sign up to be a coach. And then all of a sudden, you can't talk about it. Why? Where is that transition happen? What happens there? Caitlin, I see your gorgeous pictures. Where does that transition happen? You know what happens? Is because we get scared because now we're expected to get something from them, right? We're expected to get something from them. So we're scared to put it out there. We're scared to talk to people as excited as we once were. Here's the thing. Write this down. Never lose being a challenger. If you guys were on the coffee chat last Wednesday with Cindy Atkinson, she talked about going back as a challenger. Always be the challenger. Because when you're a challenger in your very first challenge group, you're excited. You're excited because you're excited the way your body is feeling, the way the community, the support, and everything. You can't shut up about it. Always be the challenger. Always have the challenger mindset and keep moving forward. Use that in conversations with people. Use that in posts. Yes, be the best dang challenger. I'm saying dang because little me or little you. But never lose sight of that. Because here's the thing. When you post on social media, you post how much fun you're having. You post the group shots of Team Call Tuesdays. You post the nutrition you're eating and all this stuff. Why do people want to join you? They want to join you because you look like you're having fun. You look excited. You look like a good time. They're fearful of missing out of whatever you have. But they won't get that unless you're excited about it too. People know fake. If you put a photo up and you're like this, that's fake. That's fake. Don't be fake. People feel that. Even if they don't know you in real life, they could feel the vibe. I promise you that. So be excited. Maybe your nutrition has not been the best lately. Maybe you've been going back and forth between programs because you're in the middle. You want to start Core de Force next month or whatever. Start 21-day fix right now. Go in the BOD and do the challenge day tour, whatever they have back there. I don't know, some big words. Yeah, you guys, Jen will add it in the chat box, I'm sure. But do something every single day to make you get excited again. And remember your why. What it challenge du jour. Yes. See? Thank you, Hillary. Do something where you're working on you every single day that gets you excited. Because when you're excited, you can't stop talking about it. And I'm going to bring up a thing that I used to talk about all the time. Some of you newbies don't know this. So this is how I talk about coaching, or I talk about challenges, right? Or any product, program, whatever. Who's a fan of shoes here? Anybody love shoes? Of all sorts, shoes, flip-flops, boots, whatever. Okay. So think of your coaching or your challenge group invites like this. So you buy a brand new pair of boots from Target, right? They're 40% off. You're so excited. You go out with your friends on Friday night. They're like, oh my God, Brittany, those are such cute boots. And you're like, hey girl, thanks. I got them for 40% off at Target. I can wear them with jeans and leggings and shorts and skirts. I love them so much. And they're super comfy. Oh my gosh, do they come in brown too? Yeah, they come in brown and black and taupe and gray and green and blah, blah, blah. Are you trying to sell your friends your pair of boots off your feet? No, but you're so excited about the boots that you can't stop talking about it, right? So we need to find that excitement in our coaching and in our challenges that we can't stop talking about it. So I want you guys right now in the chat box, throw up some things that you guys like about a challenge group or about the coaching. What are some things or some ways Beachbody has changed your life? Just throw them up there. Accountability, community. What else? Confidence, awesome. Friends, family, new ways to think, helping others, awesome, awesome. These are great. All of those, motivation, okay. Assurance, new ways to work out, awesome. Vicki, oh, Jill. She gets a gold star. Taking care of me, yes. New Kool-Aid recipes, Kelly, yes. Believing in myself. Having something to do with more meaning. How to stock my pantry. Yes. Watching Fix It. Yes. Okay. Now you guys can keep adding in there, but here's the thing. All of those things I just said, what if we wiped all of those away from your life? You had absolutely no community, no friends, no motivation, no nutrition, education, no support. Think about all those people out there that are wishing that something would just come across them and save them. How many of you have ever sat back on your couch and was like, I wish there was something to save me? Like, even when I was at my worst, I thought there was nothing that I could give myself. I really did. I thought no matter what I did, I was never going to be happy. I was never going to be healthy. I was always going to be this ashamed, embarrassed person. And I was content with it. It's sad. And I'm just like, I wish there was something that would save me. Unfortunately, we wish that someone out there is going to do the work for us, right? But here's the thing. We won't do the work for someone else, but we can provide the tools that they can use to improve their life. No matter which direction they go as a coach or a challenger, we can help provide the tools to get their nutrition on track, to get their workouts in, to get finances, to get extra income, to get support, to get community, to get motivation, insurance, family. There's all these things that people are missing. And listen to us. We're scared to invite. We're scared to put this out there. Now, here we are feeling selfless, helping others. But when I think of not inviting, I feel selfish. I feel selfish not sharing that opportunity with people. I feel selfish keeping that to myself. Because maybe I'm scared. I'm scared of the feedback I'll get. I'm scared that they won't respond to my message. I'm going to take it personal if they say no. So I don't invite. Do you think that's selfish of me? Or is that still selfless of me? There's so many people out there, guys, that are hurting, that are scared, that are lonely, that have no support, that have no direction. It terrifies me when I go into conversations and I talk to women that tell me that they're only eating 800 calories a day and running for 2-3 miles a day. And I'm like, do you know what you're doing to yourself? 800 calories a day? That's dangerous. But they don't know. They don't know. Also, all society has taught us is to be skinny. We need to be skinny. We need to be like these models on the billboard. We need to look like them. We need to have perfect teeth. We need to do this. We need to do that. What the F? No, we don't. But what society doesn't tell us is how we should be nourishing our bodies. What the self-love that we should be talking to ourselves like. Is there anywhere on People magazine or Cosmo or anything that talks about how we should be viewing ourselves? What we should be saying to ourselves when we look in the mirror? No. There's so many women out there that are constantly flipping magazines, scrolling Facebook, scrolling Instagram, and they're like, oh, I wish I could work out like Jill. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the motivation like Jen. Oh my gosh, look at Kelly booking it down to country heat. Oh, I wish I could do that. And here we are. We're like, oh, I only got 4 likes today. I only got 10 followers today. Because this is how we all talk when we complain, apparently. But here's the thing. We don't know if there's people in need unless we get out there and we ask. Just put yourself out there for them. It's no longer about you guys. It's no longer about us. It's no longer about us making Success Club. It's no longer about us reaching Diamond. It's about us putting the opportunity to change other people's lives. And we are being selfish if we keep it to ourselves. You guys, there's enough Kool-Aid to go around. I promise you, Carl Degler is not going to run out of Shakeology. Give that to people. Show people what coaching is all about. Show people what the community is all about. Talk about it. Get excited about it. Put it out there and stop being afraid. We hold ourselves back time and time again. I've done it. I've done it all the time. We've all done it. But we need to stop. We are in charge here. We are in charge of what we do and what we don't do. We are in charge of what we focus on and what we let go of. So why is it that we're so eager to focus on the negative and we seem to let go of the positive? We need to reverse that. So we need to start hanging on to the positive, letting go of the negative, start being selfless and sharing that with other people. The beginning of this year, I was like, 2016 is going to be my year. It's going to be such a good year and I'm going balls to the wall and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to save 1,000 lives. So the first 6 months of 2016 wasn't my year. It wasn't that great. I had a lot of health issues. I had a lot of emotional roller coasters. I had a lot of no's that I was dealing with. I had, this, and this. It's life. Sometimes things don't go the way we plan, but that doesn't mean we give up. It doesn't mean that you have to give up. Maybe you had a busy week at work. Maybe you had, family stuff come up. Maybe you had this or this or this. Does that mean you need to take a break? Does that mean you need to give up? No, because you have a vision. You have a purpose. You have a meaning. And what does that mean to you if you only use it as a hobby? What is that purpose that you feel that you have if you only come to it every Tuesday and Thursday? Every other day, it doesn't matter to you. Is it really your purpose? No. It's your hobby. It's something there that's convenient for you. If you want to change the world, if you want to change lives, if you want to help other women not feel the way that you once felt, you will give it your all when you can. End of story. I'm not saying work day in and day out. Everybody knows that I don't. But when I have my business time, I'm focused. And I stick to it every single day that I work, Monday through Friday. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Yes, I'm taking tomorrow off a little bit, not all the way. because everyone knows that I love messaging people, so everyone's going to get blown up by me. Hey, it's my birthday. What are you doing today? Want to buy a challenge pack? Oh, I'm just kidding. That's how I'm going to sell a bunch of challenge packs around. I'm going to tell them it's my birthday. Hey, you want to buy a challenge pack? Oh, just kidding. But every day, guys, we need to be focused. We need to be consistent, and we need to value ourselves. And we need to realize that this is not a quick fix. It's not a patch you stick on your hip. It's not something you wrap around your body. It's not a bunch of supplements that you take all day long. Not knocking any businesses. I didn't name any of them, so I'm not knocking any of them. But you guys may know who I'm talking about. But this is a lifestyle change. Working hard, fueling your body, and treating your mindset nicely. I don't know any other business out there that offers that. Right? Nourishing your body in and out. That's what we teach people. That's a lifestyle change. That's something they pass on to their children. Are any of those other companies something that you want to pass on to your kids? No. Hey, Gage, here's some saran wrap. Have fun. No. This is a lifestyle change. We're changing not only the women we help, but their families, because they're creating good habits for their significant others and their children. And guess what's going to happen with those kids? They're going to pass on those good eating habits to their kids. Because we all know we tend to gravitate towards the way our parents ate, right? My dad was a country gravy on everything type of guy. Anyone else's dad or mom? Country gravy or gravy on anything or syrup, everything smothered and covered, everything. But I'm teaching Gage, we don't smother and cover everything. Maybe sometimes, but not every meal. And that's something that he's going to pass on too. So you got to think, I'm not just changing one person's life here. I'm creating a lifestyle change for their family. And so maybe that's something that pulls on your heartstrings when kids are involved or families are involved. So maybe you can start thinking about that when you're inviting someone. Maybe you're talking to a mom who has no time in the world to do anything for herself. She's always running around with the kids. And you're like, oh man, I don't want to be inconvenient to this mom. She already is stressed out. She's having so much going on. And then she talks about her kid and, like he's running around with a bag of Doritos and a Mountain Dew and he just can't calm down. And are you keeping something from her that could be helping her kid? Because this is a lifestyle change. We're not promoting a quick fix. We're not promoting something that's going to come back. We're promoting a lifestyle change where it can change more than one person's life by just helping one person. So we need to drop the fear of inviting and put it out there. Put the opportunity out there. Because if we don't, they'll never know it's available to them. People always wait. And I say coaches wait because I've been that coach. We wait for people to come to us. Oh, I'm posting my workouts every day. Oh, I'm posting my nutrition every day. No one's coming to me. No one's talking to me. Are they supposed to? They don't know they can. They think you're just this really cool person on social media sharing your journey. For the first 2 years, you have no idea how many messages I got. You inspired me to do turbo. You inspired me to do less most pump. Awesome, you did. You could have got it through me. I'm a coach. Oh, you are? Yeah, I am. They didn't know because I didn't put it in front of them. I didn't talk about being a coach every day. I didn't invite them. I didn't even build relationships with them because I was scared. But I'm not scared anymore because look at all the lives that I see changed right now. Whether it's been changed for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or a year. And we're going to do it more. If all of us right now, look how many, there's 21 of us. If all of us right now go change one life by tomorrow, that's 21 lives changed. And then another life, that's 42. And then we help someone else change another person's life. That's like multiplication. I'm not very good at math, but I know that's a lot, right? It's a trickle-down effect. We help others, they help others. Just imagine if you help someone, you just get them in your clean eating group. You help someone talk to them about clean eating. Then they bring a delicious dish to the next potluck. Everyone's gorging on this delicious dish that's actually good for them. She talks to them. Oh, this is this, and I got this from my coach. Oh, really? What does she do? And then they start communicating about this healthy eating or whatever. It's not only helping her. Yes, it was a free group, but she's helping other people just by showing up, just by bringing along something that you taught her. But we have to put it out there. We have to show up for these people. Show up like your life depends on it, right? Like you show up for your workouts like our lives depend on it. We all know that even on our most dreaded days where we don't want to work out, and after we do, we're like, oh, I feel so good. I'm so glad I worked out, right? We've all been there. We show up for ourselves. We show up for ourselves when it comes to eating. Show up for yourself with your business. Because you want to go somewhere. Whether it's being financially free, being out of debt, are those the same thing? I have no idea. Bringing your husband home, going on vacation whenever you want, whatever it is, there's no judgment. Whatever it is you want in your business, if you want it to happen, if you want to be there for your kids whenever you can, you need to put your business in front of you as a priority. And inviting is a huge part of your business. Stop being scared. If someone tells you no, don't take it personal. It's not about you. They're just not ready. We've all said no at some point in our life when we were not ready to take on a journey, right? Maybe they're not ready, but it doesn't mean that you let them go. It doesn't mean they're not important to you anymore. You keep in contact with them because once they're your friend, they're your friend. They're your buddy. You don't let them go. They're in your life for a reason. Maybe you are just motivation they need. Maybe you're just support that they need. And when they're ready, they're going to remember who was there for them. So don't let them go. All right. I tried to make this under a half an hour. I failed miserably. Before I open it up for questions from the team. Yeah. I'm going to let you guys know I'm doing an event for What is Coaching next Thursday that I'm only going live in the event. And I'm going to invite y'all. I'm going to post it in the group, but you guys can start inviting. We're going to do a What is Coaching sneak peek group next week. And so on Thursday during the Coach Sneak Peek, we are also inviting everyone from the Coach Sneak Peek, but I will go live for What is Coaching call. It's next Thursday, the 29th at 6 Pacific time. That's 5 Alaska time, 8 Central time, 9 Eastern time, 7 Mountain time. Oh my gosh, I just did that all cattywampus, but you guys get the drill, right? So I'm going to open this up for questions now. If anyone has, yes, post the event in the group. I know you, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So on this journey, I've had bad moments, migraines, and hubby is in the hospital, but still kicked butt. One thing, Tracy, I love that you shared that. One thing, you guys, remember, you don't always have to share the good stuff. Don't just put perfection up there because people don't want perfection. They think it's too hard. So talk about when your workouts are hard. Talk about when you struggled getting through it. Talk about when life hits the fan and you had to take a break. Talk about how you're giving your body a much needed rest day even though it wasn't scheduled. Talk about how you're doing a program and you absolutely hate it. You know, I've done that before. I told everybody that when I did on Insanity, I had to quit because I wanted to throw my TV out the window. Yes, Jen, I hate Insanity. I hate your Max 30. Get Shanti away from me. His abs are fine. Him and his drill sergeant. No. I'm done. Nope. Not going to do it. But I talk to people because the people that relate to me are the ones that are going to struggle with the same thing. Because if they're at home and they're struggling and they're like, oh my gosh, am I the only person that's struggling through this workout? Or they're going to say, it's too hard. I quit. I give up. I don't want anything to do with Beachbody anymore. That's why you need to share the bad stuff too. That's why you need to share it when it's hard and when it's tough. Thanks to you and all these ladies, I have learned to forgive myself for my past. That's so awesome, Victoria. Same with hubbies. They repeat with, oh yeah. Hubbies do repeat with encouragement. Yes. They're like dogs. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Don't say that. Are there any hubbies around. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, Jen, I didn't mean to make you cry if I made you cry. I think this is a game changer for me, but if I don't reach out, I'm being selfish and not sharing. I need to share the wonderful life we have and let them join. Yes, T. Yes, exactly. I have a new mindset and it's really helped me lately. It seriously starts with the mindset, because when we have doubt, that's what we bring into every conversation, how we carry ourselves, even in our workouts. If we have doubt and say like we're not good enough, we're not going to push hard. We're going to give up halfway through. Yes, I didn't like hammer and chisel. Well, I liked hammer and chisel. I just didn't like chisel. Yes, Turbo Fire is my soulmate workout, Danny. No wonder we get along so well. Turbo is my jam. Oh no, Kristen, your hubs could hear you or hear me. Sorry, hubby. Yes, I'm so glad. Okay. Well, I hope this gives you a boost, an excitement and energy to get out there. I know it's scary, you guys. I know being vulnerable is scary. I know putting yourself out there is scary. I know that inviting is scary. But what's scarier? There's this thing that I know this is going off on a little tangent, but Tony Robbins is doing he did this thing about powerful, I don't remember what it was, but he talks about your pain. And he talks about we react to two different things, with pain or pleasure. So if there's something that you do or that you need to do, you have to find a worse pain other than the pain that you're feeling. So maybe our pain is inviting, right? Where we fear inviting because of rejection. We fear inviting because it's putting ourselves out there. Whatever they're going to say, they're going to say no. I'm going to get nothing but no's. It's going to hurt my feelings. But then what's the pain if you don't do it? What's the pain if you're not successful with Beachbody and you're a full-time Beachbody coach? Say, you're going to have to go back to work. Your house is going to go on foreclosure. You're never going to be able to see your son whenever you want. You're going to be in debt. You're not going to be able to help people. You're going to have to go work for the man and not be able to hang out with your girlfriends every Tuesday night. There's a lot worse pains out there than the pain that you think is immediate. But if you cope it with a bigger pain, whatever our pains are, we all have different pains. Maybe we have a pain of working out. I don't want to work out because it's painful to me because it makes me get out of bed at 5:30, and that's painful for everybody. What's more painful than getting your workout in at 5:30 in the morning? That fear of going back to where you once were. I know I have that fear so often. That's a bigger pain. So what pain are you going to settle for? The lesser of the two, right? So think of that when you fear or you think that something's painful to do. Sorry, went off a little tangent. Oh, Tracy already went. Okay. Anyone want to come off mute? Say anything?
Yeah, you know I do. I want to actually say something. There a little while ago, I got on a recording, like something Carl does, and I guess when you reach some mark or something, you get on a call. I don't remember, but he was just basically saying is like kind of the same thing. Like you can't be scared to talk to people about it. You have to go into it saying, I am a Beachbody coach. I know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, and be confident because we do have all the tools. And you have to just find that confidence in you knowing I can help people. So when you write them and you say stuff, you just, I don't know. And that helped me huge because I'm like, oh, instead of tippy-toeing around it, I'm like, hey, I can help you. What do you need help with? And
right.
Kind of what you were saying too about the don't worry so much about making money is with people before they would say no. And granted, I would follow up with them, but it was kind of dry on my end. Now I make sure that I keep it going and I really like push and I'm their friend. Like they can't get rid of me. And it has really been a return lately. So I motivate anybody to do that.
That's awesome, Dana. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. Anybody else? Did this help change anybody's mindset? Good. All right. Katie. All right. All right. So no more questions. All right. One thing that I suggest that you guys do is make a goal every week or every day, actually. And my spiritual coach, I just went to Canada real quick. My spiritual coach has told me when you create goals as when you create goals, create them as only if you are in control solely, right? So my goal cannot say, my goal this week is to get diamond, because you cannot control the 2 coaches on your legs that need to go emerald, right? So you can say, my goal this week is to encourage, empower, teach, train, support my coaches and me to get to where we want to be. However, if you're shooting to help people, my goal is to reach out to 10 people every day to see how I can help them. My goal is to help 5 people this week change their lives in some way, shape, or form. Create your goals as if you are in control of them. And if you do it weekly, that's fine, but review them every single day. Because the more you beat something into your head, the more it comes true. Manifesting. Ooh. Oh. All right. Well, I was efficient. What? T? Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. I'm sorry that Angie was not able to hop on tonight. Hopefully we'll have her next Tuesday if everything works out. Thank you guys for watching the recording. And